get in. The reason Mark's standing on the door is to make sure more people can't come in. Unfortunately, we can't take any more. This lady in Germany is a private job guest. The reason this is going to be useful for you is going to leave you with two thoughts tonight. One, you're going to feel so guilty about the amount of tax you've learned seeking. You'll wish you paid for this seminar, which is brilliant. And number two, when you go back, your friends and colleagues who've been sitting there watching EastEnders are going to regret not coming. The reason you're going to learn more about tax here is because we're going to cover those subjects in a short space of time. So this new property investor, this is going to cover the taxes that you will definitely have to suffer at some stage. The reason I say definitely is unfortunately, you know what they say, the only thing you can't avoid is death and taxes. And one of the things that the revenue will hit you on pretty badly is death. You get inheritance tax. So the point is, what we do, we don't just do this type of talking about it, we actually do it day in, day out. What your tax advisor needs to do is he needs to put his thinking cap on. If he's not, you've got a problem, because you've got to mitigate the tax. If you do nothing when you die, anything above £325,000 will be taxed at 40%. You can leave money to your spouse. Before you used to do what's called the nil rate trust fund, which really meant that you could take advantage of 325,000. It's changed now, so what that means is that if one spouse dies, give everything to the surviving spouse, there's no inheritance tax. The surviving spouse, what happens then? They've got to give it away, or after using up their £650,000, i.e. the first spouse doesn't use up their inheritance tax exemption, it goes to the second one. So they've got 650,000. If you've got a estate of £1 million, you're going to pay tax at 40%. Anything above £650,000. If your spouse has already died, used up exemption, you've only got £325,000. So what you need to do is you need to be thinking about these things. You could say, put your head in the sand, well, I won't be around. But the idea is you may want to leave more money, or you should leave more money to your heirs. So the point is, if you're not thinking of mitigating that, then you will leave less money to your heirs. And the idea is, the reason Steve says we're so passionate about it, is whatever we do, there is tax, but let's try and mitigate it. Let's try and do it in a fashion where we don't have to pay a lot of tax. So to give you an idea, we had a client recently, they had an opportunity earning £3 million. And when we put our thinking cap on, because that's what we do, we put our thinking cap on, is we managed to create that as a capital gain. And by doing it as a capital gain, rather than paying 50% of 3 million, claimed entrepreneurs, they paid 10%. So they got £300,000 out of that instead of £1.5 million. So what you need to do is you can make sure that what you're doing is that you just get the right advisor to give you advice on this. Now I qualified with Robson Rhodes, which is now Grant Thornton. At that stage it was about the 6th biggest firm in the country. I was then an audit manager of Panel Forster, which is about the 4th biggest firm in the country. I was a CFA of a company on the Vancouver Stock Exchange when I was 33. I know these big firms aren't always bothered. You're in there, you're one of a number. What you need to do is you need to think about it. You need to get your advisors to think about it to mitigate this tax. And there was ways of doing it. So what we're going to cover, a lot of these things, and courtesy of Vince Cable and the coalition government, now is the time to roll up, ladies and gentlemen. This is your last chance to live. A lot of these releases are disappearing. You need to take advantage of them sooner rather than later. Principal private residence relief, that's the third one down. One of my clients said to me, this flipping, I've read in the paper, why is it only MPs can do flipping? Flipping is when you can make an election to your principal private residence. If you've got more than one property, the first property, if you live in it, is your principal private residence. It's free from capital gains tax. If you own more than one, chances are you're going to have to pay capital gains tax on the other one. You might end up paying a lot of capital gains tax on it. But what you could do is you make it possible to elect it. In fact, the revenue guidelines say you only have to live in the second one for 7 days. That's their own guidelines, which they've actually now taken off the website.